All right, guys, welcome into mid-morning. So a teacher at Mississippi State University is doing more than helping students succeed. The social media strategist, writer, and trainer has generated millions of views and thousands of likes on social media in her Day of the Life videos and adventures down memory lane. I'd like to welcome Miss Kathleen Oliveri in studio this morning.
Thank you. It's such an honor to be here.
Look,
thank you, Kaylee.
I am so excited because, guys, I found Miss Kathy also on TikTok, and then I realized you are a teacher at Mississippi State, and then, I mean, the cool status, Miss Kathy, it went through the roof. So you have taught at Mississippi State, you retired, and then you still teach some.
Yes.
We're going to assume we're a big Bulldog fan.
Definitely. I'm definitely a big Bulldog fan. I've got my vintage MSU on. I've got my Hail State. Don't just have a state day. Make sure you're having a Hail State day. And I've got my paw earrings.
Yes.
I mean, so yes, definitely a big MSU fan from the 80s and 70s.
So you aren't from Starkville.
No.
So let's talk about where you're from and then how you got to be a Starkville native.
So I'm from Yazoo City and graduated high school from Yazoo City High School in 1984. And then I came to school at Mississippi State.
Yeah.
Backing up though, I was in a band there and also at Mississippi State. So I went to band camp at Mississippi State for 2 weeks every summer.
Gotcha.
For middle school and high school. And so it was just normal to come here. And since then, I guess I just never left Mississippi State.
And so, Miss Kathleen, what's your favorite part about teaching at Mississippi State?
We have the best students, and they're doing great things. So I enjoy talking to them and sharing what they're doing because we have a lot of best kept secrets here on our campus.
Yes. Okay, so like we just said, we were talking about your TikTok. So you have 1.5 million views of you doing your rush outfits. Can we pull that video up real quick? Because this is the video that I found you on. Okay, so you did this video and you showed your clothes that your mom or you've kept in your closet.
Yes, I've kept them in my closet. I have 4 closets because I have tons of vintage clothes.
Oh my gosh.
And prom dresses and everything. I still have my high school prom dresses.
Do you?
Yes, I do. But these are the rush dresses that the lady who would make my baton twirling outfits made these dresses. I never know what they were going to look like, so I didn't, you know, she just sewed without a pattern. She was Brazilian. And so anyway, I just kept them because they meant something to me.
Yes.
And who knew after all these years I would be showing them off on social media.
And so the idea came from, if you guys don't know, Bama Rush is a thing where like the girls who are rushing at Alabama, they show their clothes and all this. And so this was your take on it.
Yes.
And obviously you like vintage fashion. What has made you stay with some of these pieces? And what's your favorite part about vintage fashion?
You know, I love the vintage clothing because usually it means something or it's from somebody. Like today, this sweater is from my Auntie Anne's closet. And so this is vintage.
Yes.
And those vintage clothes, if you save them, sometimes they will, it looks like you've never worn them because they were such good quality material. But I like vintage because of just the remembering, like this is my bracelet from my grandmother. She had all of the grandchildren, had the charm. And so I ended up with the charm and the bracelet that were mine. And I don't know, clothing just kind of seems to mean a lot, from the necklace to the sweater.
I love your necklace. Like that is so cute. And I've never seen anyone else wear something like that.
It's vintage from the 1990s.
Oh
so
my gosh.
I kept it. I mean, why get rid of things that are good? I just keep clothes because they mean something. And it's just a lot of fun to wear because a lot of people notice, especially the Joy, the MSU, just a favorite.
So Miss Kathy, have your students, I guess, started to notice you from your TikTok?
Yes, they have, and their parents. So I do hear from parents every now and then, and that's what really makes it special is that I do hear from a lot of people away from campus, and they let me know, hey, I feel connected to campus because I'm taking them across campus or seeing what's new, what's happening, or what's on the drill field this week. So that's been a lot of fun. I don't really talk about it in class, and I don't show my students. I guess it's just not something you do in engineering classes, but I love it.
All right, guys, well, stay with us after the break. We're talking more when we come back. All right, guys, welcome back into mid-morning. So if you were with us, Miss Kathy is here in studio. She is a teacher at Mississippi State and at this point, a social media star. But before we get into it, let's show you a day in the life from Christmas time with one of your neighbors. Can we pull that video real quick?
never know what you're going to find in a college town when you say hello to your neighbors. A group of college students live near me. It's not unusual to see up to 10 trucks at their house, but for them, it's not just about classes and textbooks. It's the lifestyle. They turn their place into a hub of good vibes and great memories. When I visited them, they were frying 2 turkeys for dinner that night, and as you can tell, they have a lot of grills to cook daily. The majority of these students are in the same fraternity, major in agriculture, and will go back to the family farms when they graduate from Mississippi State University.
Strawberries, shake on barbecue seasoning.
I love the precision.
He's a trained professional.
I had such a great time visiting with them. Keep living life to the fullest and Hell State. You just never know what you're going to.
Said these are your neighbors, and they were just down the road, and you said that they thought that they were getting in trouble.
Yes, so I stopped by because I've been wanting to stop by and see them because they're outside cooking or having a good time. And so I just stopped by one day and said, "Hi, I'm Kathleen," and I just wanted to stop by and say hello. And they did think, they found the guy who owns the house. I was like, "Ma'am, is everything okay? What can we do? Is there a problem?" I'm like, "No, I just wanted to come say hi."
I just wanted to say hey. And then let's make a cool TikTok out of it. And they were frying a turkey, correct? It looks good.
And they had 2 going that day. And they were just a lot of fun. They were so nice. And a couple of months later, their mom was there. And I stopped by and said hello to her.
Did you?
She was so nice. Yes.
I just feel like that embodies what Starkville is. Like family right there, going to your neighbors, saying hello. So let's also say, although we love Starkville, you are about to embark on a new journey, you and your husband.
Yes. It is with great sadness but excitement that Ralph and I have decided to move to Oklahoma to be closer to our daughters. I've never lived outside of the state of Mississippi permanently, but we're real excited because we're going to the Tulsa area where my mother is from originally, so it's like our second home. We know the area. And then I'm actually will be working for Oklahoma State University Institute of Technology. So
congratulations.
I'm real excited. I applied for a teaching job, but I'm going to be an assistant dean for the School of Creative and Information Technologies.
Oh my goodness, that is such a boss girl move. We love it. So I guess starting a new job at this time, age, are you nervous or just more excited?
I'm nervous, but I'm actually excited because Mississippi State has prepared me. I feel very confident in my background, working with the people, the departments, working in ITS, working for the academics. I'm ready. This is something I think Mississippi State has prepared me for. I will always be Hell State. I will always be Hell State. That's right. But I can also love Mississippi State and work for Oklahoma State University IT at the same time.
And then you said your daughters have went to school at Oklahoma, and you also were saying that some of our videos, before we post them, we do get their thoughts on it.
I do check with my daughters if it's like one of my videos I show me in my robe. I mean, come on. Is that okay? And they were like, "Yes, do it."
Yes, you're fine.
And then there have been occasions where they've said no. Yes, they have. And I do respect their opinion because I am representing myself, my family, and Starkville and Mississippi State.
And then I want to say this, just from me meeting you today, I feel like in your videos, who you are right now, you're the same person online as you are now, but you're very authentically yourself. What made you feel so comfortable to just step into who you are?
Well, this is something we've been doing for a long time. My husband and I, back in the 80s, we would get cameras out, and those big cameras, and set them down and do our own videos. We would be traveling and have our own travel videos. And Ralph actually did a rehearsal video for me in our wedding in 1989, and he lip synced to Frank Sinatra's "I've Got You Under My Skin." So, it's just who we are. So it really wasn't that big of a stretch.
Well, Miss Kathleen, I have so enjoyed having you in studio. We can't wait to follow you on your next journey. If you want to, where can we follow you at on social medias?
Kathleen Oliveri, my name.
Go find her on TikTok. Follow her to Oklahoma, guys. We'll be back after the break.